asofo in 2023-2024 omo kan sem de to His Excellency Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo so emani luki say Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo ba so ni 8 years ni nyina no onye ade ba ko pese mpo emfa mbo a oman Ghana chese oman sika ena Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo ene ne nkrofo ehigusa no sa asofo ni nyina enedie omani magu ase ewo so omo ba omo head down in shame we ye nsem a oman hene Kwabena Asante eka ewe kosi ise wa Asempa FM so abra na oni obi atenase a chese oman Ghana mu ha nsem a ekoso enedie omo pense mu eba ba mu ne ebeka ya 2024 no asofo bi ti se eye prophet Owusu Bempah mo ene omo keka ho ebe share kom de my Excellency John Dramani Mahama ema Ghana fo nyina ate ase se His Excellency John Dramani Mahama no betimi asolve oman Ghana problems kan ya di kosi say even Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo at that time no ono ye the president of the Republic of Ghana no why say bosom eno wote oman Ghana so a onpese oman Ghana ebetu mpon chese ensam mo kan ye de fa Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo so de abusia na ano edi ye pa na no and according to a man hene Kwabena Asante ne die e wasan kasa asofo ni nyina ba abonten e de apology anasa a chew pakese pa ebre His Excellency Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo because na nsem ntawi and was say said de na asofo ne kasa Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo nya hwe emfa ma oman Ghana no ankasa ebeye ni investigations no ahwe no ahu enioma Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo eba ebedi oman Ghana so 8 years yi waye ede aboa oman Ghana infrastructures ahodo a wasisi ede ama oman Ghana na according to oman hene Kwabena Asante de abusua wasi chese project no wakanya wonkan wie da wakan project ama ono ankasa agine nsem ama na hu se asofufuei eye part of problems a yewo ewo oman Ghana mu anti ona de wo kire se asofo no wa chew pa bia omo fambre Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo because enioma omo de ye no in 2024 no entwe yie kra owie ye no enenei gold board ehun nsensem ene Bank of Ghana ne IMF hun nsensem a enei de akofa nsem bebredi abre eyo oman Ghana mu ha ebi mu kire se gold board abo Ghana ka ebi mu nso kire se Bank of Ghana ena abo saaka no oman hene Kwabena Asante ene obi apensem mu ewe kosi sen ewe Asempa FM so abusia enya asenke 20 ebebo awrem na yakwa akotie nsem ni nyina yewia
I am worried. Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo became that demon. As if say there's nothing good that Nana Addo did for this country during this time. Minister of Finance, I'm shocked. The new Minister of Finance. I'm shocked. Yeah. Minister of Finance. The new building for Minister of Finance. Go and check it. That's where when I cringe when I hear and I see men of God because we have done better. Oh, come on. You've done what? You've done what? Where are the principles and the honesty? Go into the world. Was the greatest commission.
Yeah. Go into the world. Influence the world with the values and the principles.
So the values are deception and deceitfulness. The values are propaganda. The values are be selective in terms of the application of truth and honesty. Those are the values are onyamiasem, any chromosome, any traditional worship, Nigeria. We wake up and we pride ourselves as what country? How do we describe ourselves? Ghana is the what country?
Gateway to Africa.
And then what again in terms of faith? How do you describe it?
Christian.
And of course I will say entirely that.
Yes. Because the constitution is a secular faith. Yeah.
Who amongst these faiths Anna say only deceitful, on propagating falsehood, on maligning, on blackmailing, on your be only principle, on your be dishonest. That's why I said, Akufo-Addo bre. Now, Your Excellency, former president, on the matters of Galamsey.
at a point, Ghana also offended German.
Of course, because a year heartbreaking. We didn't know that it was a matter that needs to, all of us to. And then see and T be that until you are no way and pro, tetrema and pro. As long as we live, and on Onyame boy who bang, the orchestrations and the scheming of politicians with bad and evil intent for this country and for some of us, it will never come to fruition. We will speak truth to power. Because what is good is good. Yeah. What is wrong is wrong. Today,
honestly, I mean, on the fight against Galamsey, I think we've all disappointed.
So it's shifted from the responsibility of the government to our responsibility. When we were all saying that it should be a collective responsibility, they said no.
With the attempt, stomach.
Well, they be the Nyame Akasa. Posterity and time. They be that. Baobi, me say Onyame beko so amawo enu team no aye kese o mujumedi amoyem ene mo no krapia amoka. The things that we have said here and the attack that came after us and continue to come after us.
We will say no bottom up. We should look at the community.
They be the Mekai was more kind. Me see they be the Mekai was say. Oh my goodness.
Stoma journalist. Omanpenyi wo ho
today.
Omanpenyi wo ho ye den. And now we've
all of us,
you know.
We should bow our head in shame. Now,
the first time we saw the Catholic Bishops' Conference, any Roman are sorry for you Roman sisters. Show me a demonstration.
Yes.
Against Galamsey.
Yes.
Yes. Against Galamsey.
So what has changed that when we want to, then we have chiefs, we have clergy, we have some Muslim faiths, clerics, we have some people of revered a reputation. What do you mean?
Maybe you're not to the reality.
What do you mean? What do you mean? That's Abreno. And then the impunity krana as abeka won ni tuo no kwa no e bro adwene ntiase so. Akukuduru ani panya. Any two from agudi a enya ne kwa so no. What has changed? Why? Aden asofo no munyina omoni asisi ana omaso asi. Why? Aden the Muslim clerics no omu hu ana so mu ntuku ana omo nkenkan. Why? Aden CS no omu nyina omo bekire ma kire ana. Enne yepe ensuo no say ni pompom so akodu a say report no be si ne yesi enfa mayen. Na yenkoso
read that report. How come to any other conclusion apart from the fact say the Bank of Ghana has questions to answer?
Well, if you describe the Bank of Ghana as being reckless over time, they'll quickly come and react. But over time, gold for oil and the reserves up to this point, I can say, gold bond is over to us that Ghana. You say losses. No, who is helping us to get to this point? It's the Bank of Ghana.
Yes.
Why is it difficult for the Bank of Ghana to even do a statement to that effect that this is the role that we have played, this is what we have done? If you think that you have any further challenges, come for further clarifications. They're there.
Because they're there. Of the way we've heard from the gold.
They're there.
Whether you agree or disagree with the gold bond,
that should not.
But the Bank of Ghana cannot.
They're there.
They cannot keep.
And what we have done to this, MPP NDC, we are tired. I'm tired of these utterances from these politicians who come to do the same old things and deceive us by pretending as if they are saving the situation. Bank of Ghana, forgive me, the recklessness in trying to stay off from some of these conversations is unhealthy for us as a country. Very unhealthy. Over last resort Bank of Ghana say the policy be abaya free so no or the shishey be by it doesn't matter the definition of the losses the MPP gave, how they described it. It's a loss. The same loss, no, and repeated all this time too with the same Bank of Ghana, different entity gold board. Then there should be a problem in here. Amas Hanyoma Wenano, pop up all the time. When NDC Nuko Jina baby and MPP Nuko Jina baby, one out in the MPP Nina Okasa Jina baby no. Now NDC now Okasa Jina baby no. Where is the prescription to minimize or take off that losses like Kawasem no? There's a loss. There's an admission by even gold board that whichever loss that you describe it, positive loss. I don't know how the accounting principle that work on this one. The MPP claims that it's a positive loss. Obi, I don't want Ghanaians to always have a conversation where we don't look forward to making sure situations are changed, but rather equalization and partisanship they solve your problem. You're not resourcing because of these two things. We're not honest. We're not principled. We are reckless. People take partisan positions on national conversations. And the NDC should hear us right. They be catch them. Minianum NDC for. More opposition no. And come on, boy no. Much here from come on. Pamchobun ye. Minianum more NDC. More opposition no. And come on, boy no. Samon chia much here from come on. It is a true margin so I said down the catch on say a janoma makumako enum so ana Ghana for here e de to abadema omo ya kire mu hayan san ko echi biem yesere mu de enti e be koso aka mu asem se mu otumi sesei se mu ni tumi dia it's a different matter altogether.
Empenifo ana ka omo nsem se obenyansafo hwe yebunipe na emom yenka na asem oman ne kwamna asante se Sami Jamfi a oni gold boy CEO Abrana NDC amunyokono opposition now ye communication officer for the National Democratic Congress and sama odi tu dwa esopa eye NPP aban no Abrana NPP amunyokono ewo power and sama o Sami Jamfi edi tu dwa ne NDC amunyokono ababem no wanya huge appointment as gold boss CEO ne and sama in opposition odi tu dwa say former President Akufo-Addo ene ne NPP aban no enchechiri Ghana oman ni ye enti mu de samo ba abem a mu be say ni say ama Ghana atumpon ne mu ba abem na mo so mu ye the same thing na even the mo ye kra eye west na honorable Alena Kwamena Afenyo marking bie Ghana for any say ni say na ekoso under the watch of His Excellency John Dramani Mahama administration na we akoye attacks any insult and how they call honorable Alena Kwamena Afenyo marking so yenje bre yinti o mahene ensem kakra osade tudwa
so what to me na so ma ya hotoso se wo ba no betreti no man na me na kosi mpempeso a Ghana for dodo na abenya found na hoto in terms of every facet of our lives. The NDC should be careful. I'm surprised Debbie Adamika that say nya to me we are and your man ye nyina ye bom kutia se enye papa no sa nyoma no ene ye ka kire NDC fo a o ma sebre o mo se o de kwanfa o ma me o ma betis o de kwanfa because the point is that these were the virtues that you stood on to join hands with reasonable majority of Ghanaians for us to bring you to power. The hope is that all the overpower the nanano asumesimu yeno all the over a different direction altogether. When you are getting back into the same old direction and we are drawing your attention, where from those things? And this muntie because we are tired. Makacho say some of the catcher mulusu 4 years or 8 years or whatever year mulusu na makache say asem na mo kan the until eno nyama sembiem because matraho there ma sample say you've wasted our 8 years obi ade bi makacho for 4 years kan fion for 8 years kan fion and is it from 5 years into 10 years so obi ko 2 terms obi ko 1 term 5
o ka de ebeba no
o na me say eno kwado na me tell de ebeba no 8 kra na yeka say 4 kra na yeka say now 5 ni 10. It is not just about your personal interest again. It's the Ghana agenda. Anytime you are in government, you're occupying public space. Availability for accountability should not be your problem. Don't think that you cannot be accountable to us. Who do you want to be accountable to? NDC. Who do you want to be accountable to? No, also say that once the MPP just jumped out of power, they have no absolute right to be asking fair questions to you. Why? Now, who told the NDC that they are going for 12 years or 8 years? Who told them that? When they catch you, we need the Ghana that you promised us. That Ghana you promised us was a reset agenda to avail yourself for probity and accountability, to make sure that your 24-hour economy is working, to ensure that the roads of Ghana are more trouble, to make every Ghanaian comfortable living in this country, to preach fair and firmness in whatever you do. Selective justice should be a thing of the past. It's a bomb kaya kachira mo say baby amoko na entwachia musa mbra mesile ni ma mesile ndisi for muntie because you have our mandate You didn't get to that office just like that. You have our mandate. We voted you into power. Now I don't know what comes over our politicians when they get power. I don't know, because these are the people we were with. We ate together. Watch it to multimedia anti watch na ye di way na ye omo bakura na sebi Jack. We saw them.
But say unya power won't mean koso yes and
Baby, unya power krana, you go down more in terms of humility. Unya power also go down more in terms of service. Unya power also go down more in terms of accessibility. Unya power also go down more in terms of development and progress. That should be your priority. That should be your priority. We have a problem at hand. The problem at hand is that Bank of Ghana, in all humility and respect to them, they are becoming unbecoming, extremely reckless in some of these conversations. Reckless. If the Bank of Ghana speak to these issues, who the hell are we to say something further? Because the Bank of Ghana becomes the ultimate, the what can I say, final BBO. Uno yesi wakoboyeka. Uno watu anamombi akoboyeka. Na sana mona watu akoboyeka no. Edi ne masa aka ne bae.
Exams are you promising say you buy you be chamuno. You buy bemi. Na exams ni busu koso because they charge every obia okoye your friend say okotra exams no candidate no. You give sika come say fa kan no mo do 450. Say you do 550. Now can nipa 40 something thousand boom. Now here sika ye in the name of exams are free abonte by yesi ye betwam. Not almost 2 years into time no. Yentimi enkemu. Na sa nipa na no did your mama tem opposition no. What that's what you are. What do you want to tell me as a minister? Regional the minister na would not emphasize also fast one saying. Ukwa Ghana Education Service yetimi ye recruitment ne akose say MPP 4 ne de ma ya recruit omo na NDC 40 dem na wa tira na be campaign amount MPs omo timi nkasa what you dem na afro listo aso aka ne anokure MPs timi nkasa because Haruna is in charge